Good morning, dear students. Welcome back. Myself Kajal Vajirani from Sri Vasishta Vidyalaya. Today we are going to learn about the second chapter, that is components of food. So in this chapter we are going to cover the various topics which includes food, nutrients of food, that is carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins, minerals. Next, we will study about the test to detect the presence of starch, fats and proteins in our food items. Further, we will study about the food items which are rich in various nutrients. So let us begin. First topic we will study about, that is food. Now in the earlier chapter itself, we have learnt about food and the sources of food. So food, what is food? Let us revise it. Food is anything that we eat or drink for the survival. That means food is taken up by animals, plants and all the other living entities on this earth for their survival or for their growth and to carry out various metabolic activities. Now we have described already or learned already that different animals eat different kinds of food. For an example, we have taken rabbit eats carrot, cow consumes grass, cat milk, human being which consumes both plant and animal product. Now, to carry out all the various activities, we have already learned that the food is very much necessary. So, food is not only consumed by animals or human beings, but it is also taken up by the plants. So the entire population living on our planet, they eat or they consume food for their survival or for their living. Moving further, that is nutrients of food. Now listening to the word itself, nutrients, you might be thinking that what is nutrients? So first of all, learn what do you mean by nutrients. Now, nutrients are substances that provide nourishment needed for growth and maintenance of life. Now, whenever we eat food, we get energy from it. Now, what is this energy we are getting from? This energy we are getting from the food or the nutrients which are present in the food, they gives us energy. Or else we can say that when we grow in height, weight, the cellular repair mechanism or the prevention of our body from microorganisms and diseases, this all mechanism which is carried out in our body is supported by the nutrients which are present in our food. Now there are five major nutrients present in our food, that are carbohydrates, fats, proteins, vitamins and minerals. Now these five major nutrients of food along with water and roughage makes the seven main components of our food. The main components of our food are carbohydrates, fats, proteins, vitamins, minerals, water and roughage. Now, whenever we eat food, we tend to include different variety or different dishes in our food. Now, these different food, they contain different nutrients. For an example, we have taken over here milk. It contains calcium. Now, milk is also rich in proteins, carbohydrates, minerals, and fats too. But the maximum amount of calcium is present in milk. So, milk is rich in calcium. Next, fish, which is rich in proteins, bread or chapati. Whenever we eat bread or chapati, it tastes a little bit sweet. So that is because of the carbohydrates. Next, fruits, which are rich in minerals, butter, rich in fats, green vegetables, which are rich in vitamins, and again pulses, which are rich in proteins. It's not necessary that a single food item is rich only in one nutrient. The food item may also be rich in different nutrients, which may be either one or two or more than that. But the main composition of the food or the main nutrient of the food is termed as rich in nutrient. As we say, the fish, they contain more amount of protein, so we can say that fish is rich in proteins. Moving on further, when we talk about different nutrients, carbohydrates, fats, proteins, we will see, or you will ask me that how can we say that any food item contains carbohydrates, or when we are eating bread or chapati, how can we say that it contains carbohydrates? So for that, there is a test for carbohydrates which can be performed at a primary level. Let us see what it includes. We have taken a potato over here. Now this potato is peeled. On this peeled potato, when few drops of iodine are added, this iodine reacts with the carbohydrates present in the potato and it turns blue-black in color. Let us see again. When the potato is reacted with iodine solution, it gives us blue-black color. Now this presence of blue-black color proves that potato contains carbohydrates. Let us see in the next picture. Over here we have taken 4 nutrients or 4 substances we have taken. First is potato, second rice, third is sugar, and fourth is salt. When on potato iodine solution is added, it changes black in color. That means it contains carbohydrates. When iodine solution is added on rice, it turns into blue color. That means rice also contains carbohydrates. But when on sugar, iodine solution is added, it does not change its color, whereas on salt also the color change is not seen. That means the carbohydrates or starch is present in potato and rice. Moving further, the next test is for proteins. Now, how can we say that proteins are present in any of the food material that we eat? Now for the food item for proteins, we are taking over here the grinded pulses. Pulses are a plant source which are rich in proteins. Now the grinded food item, that is pulses, are taken in water. In that copper sulfate solution is added. After adding copper sulfate solution, it is mixed well. In that next we are going to add is caustic soda. So when copper sulfate solution, caustic soda reacts with the food material, it will give us violet color. Now this violet color shows the presence of proteins in the food materials. Let us see again. Taking the food material, first we will add copper sulfate solution to it. Next we will shake it very well. After that, we will add caustic soda to it. Addition of copper sulfate solution and caustic soda to the food material will give us violet color. Change of color into violet shows the presence of proteins in the food material. Moving on, next is the test for fats. Now, we all eat different food items which are present at our home. Fats, listening to the word fats, you might be thinking of the fat people, but it's not that. Fats means oils. Generally, fats and oils both are same, but oil, they are in liquid state at room temperature, whereas fats, they are in solid state. Now the fats are present in different food materials like butter, cheese, oils, meat, egg, etc. To test the presence of fats in a food material, we are going to take a paper. In that paper, we will wrap our food materials. Over here, different food materials are taken. First, milk. Second, water. Third, butter. Next, peanut butter, olive oil, Nutella, egg white, and egg yolk. Now, when the food materials are wrapped in a paper, or you can do it at your home also, take some oil and pour it on the paper. When you will pour the oil on the paper, you will see that the paper turns translucent or somewhat oily. This shows that oil contains fats. It's a simple experiment to detect the presence of fats in our food. So that's it for today, students. In the next video, we will learn about why these nutrients are important for our diet and which are the sources which are rich in these nutrients.